Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Iowa State Cyclones. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Nice.
Thanks, Holly. And the Cowboys ready to kick it away first. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. On first down, here comes this offense. The inside handoff. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability. If he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Looking down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. They're facing a 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Make him sweat it all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Finds a little space. Picks up the first down. There he goes down the right side. The 20.
is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we we don't tackle him. If linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Finds his man. It's Hayes. Breaks free. Touchdown, Cyclones. A great catch and run for 6.
This is such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown. No problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Finding open areas. There he goes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. This time he wants to throw. Pressure coming. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
To the air, it's Rayner. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The offense changing the play. To the air on second down. He rifles one deep to the left. Hits him in stride at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating. The ball gets deflected. He's somehow able to reel that thing in.
receiver. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Steps away to find some room. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Period, and Iowa State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Polk. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion, but every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
Working that wide receiver screen. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Just a little off. Incomplete. He's already thrown one pick, and if he doesn't clean up some of this stuff, more will follow for sure.
More will follow, and probably going to the bullpen or getting another guy in here that can throw the football. It's stuff like that just drives you nuts because you're fading off your back foot. It's really, really hard to be accurate. So you got to hang in there. You got to understand that I got to stay still when I throw the football, hit those targets, and I definitely can't turn the football over.
And the Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He wants to throw it again. Right down the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Made the grab in the end zone.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You could tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides to back and leaves it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Myers on the move. Working on the right. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Pocket breaking down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Fires it. Working that left side. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Absolutely perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in, it's Barnes. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Wolverines trying to close out what would be one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. Let's see if they have what it takes.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They start this third quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just who catches the football.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You gotta love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. And you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down, and you've still got a half a football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rayner. Under fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. He might want another play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
This time they'll go to the running game. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Iowa State! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab in their space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this?
Makes the catch, and he's free. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Power football with the one. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Working the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first. Running wide open down the gun of the field. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal.
first down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive. And
snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to fit. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Maybe some room here. Touchdown!